Awesome! Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dane Bramage Rocks channel. Alright, time once again to break from our regularly scheduled program to bring you yet another entry into the Eurovision Song Contest of 2025. And I have a first for you all this time around. Because for the last 2 years I've been doing this is now my third year, I have yet to react to a song out of Luxembourg. So we're going to do that today. Don't know why I've missed it the last couple of years. It's just hard to keep up with all the things, but it doesn't matter. And I am so enthralled with all the entries that we've seen so far this year. This definitely looks like, and most of the people that have been watching me agree, according to the comments, this has definitely been one of the most fierce and competitive years in a long, long time. So I'm just excited to see it all and as much as I can see. So we're going to jump right into it. So Luxembourg submission this year comes from the artist known as Laura Thorne. And her song is called La Poupée Monte le Son. And yeah, it's an official music video. Luxembourg, let's see what you got. First time for me. So I'm kind of excited about this. I really am. I'm getting a little giddy to, discover a new country that I haven't done yet on this channel. So without further ado, let's do it. Here we go. All right, so this song was released on the YouTube channel, the Eurovision YouTube channel, January 26th of 2025, and it is now recorded over 1.5 million views thus far and counting. So let's see what Luxembourg has for us today. Ooh! Awesome! Sorry about it. I'm willing to bet this must have been a Luxembourg entry from decades ago. I can try to find that out, but this definitely seems like they're setting the scene. Like, here's a Luxembourg entry from, I don't know, 50s, 60s, whatever that looks like, this time era, and burning into the today. So this draws inspiration right away. This is awesome. Okay, let's try that again. Sorry. And this might be the same entrance, actually. It's live. Okay. Okay, so this is a lot of fun. Not my typical genre, as those of you that already subscribe to me know that this is a rock-based channel, but I do break to watch the Eurovision Song Contest because I'm fascinated by it and I love it. But so far, I'm really digging this. So it's singing in French, which I believe is one of the dominant languages in Luxembourg. I think like most everyone speaks French, English, and some German spread around through there as well. But she seems like she's like a ballerina doll because she's kind of like doing these like slow pop movements and being kind of danced around like one of those little ballerinas you used to see like on a spinny thing that like back in the day. Super, super fun song. And I'm actually digging this. This is actually kind of fun. Yeah, love it. Singing it in French, the whole thing, maybe so far, who knows? Some people, sing multiple languages in their Eurovision songs, but it's, how can I say it? It's adorable. So carrying on, let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, see, so back there in the far corner, like exactly, you see that little ballerina spinny thingy that most little girls had back in the day as a toy, and this is definitely what she seems to be representing. This is super catchy. It really is. Gosh darn, it's funny. The more I listen to Eurovision, the more I'm starting to like kind of get into like the pop era again. And I mean, not to say I'm ignoring all other genres of the world, but this definitely brings it out. But it's fun seeing it come from different countries and really getting that, that geographical music like embrace from everywhere. It's super fun. That's why I love this contest, just seeing music around the world and just how it's displayed and presented and how they dance or sing or just, you know what I mean? All those things. That's why this is such an amazing contest in itself. Oh, costume change. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that was fun. She's adorable. Come on. That was enjoyable, wasn't it? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Being this is my first time ever reacting to a Luxembourg song. Not the first time hearing it, because I did watch the last few years of the Eurovision Song Contest, front to back. Both semifinals, the finals, all that jazz. So I'm familiar with it. But actually, like now, like digging into it, like that was awesome. I'm very impressed. And I go into these without any expectations at all. So I don't have any, like positive or negative viewpoint of the country or anything like that. It's always an open mind. But I actually enjoyed that. That was really, really good. I can't say more than I thought I was going to because I didn't know. I'm like, oh, let's see what this is like. This is going to be fun. But that was very good. And again, this year is insane. And so far, I have not heard a song or a submission I didn't like. And even though I've been doing this for a few years, I can't say I've ever like had that before. Any music competition, not even Eurovision. It's just like, man, there's nothing I haven't heard this year that I don't like or don't favor. So this is just another one of those entries like, oh my God, throw it into the mix of some of the best submissions out there. We'll see what happens. At this point, just roll the dice. But stick around. Let's learn about Laura and do the wrap up. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, that was a very fun entry, a very, very fun entry. And I'll tell you what, Laura is adorable and very, very young. We're going to jump into that here in a minute. And noted, yes, I did say this is my first time reacting to Luxembourg and technically my third year doing Eurovision Song Contest reactions. And I do know that they did have a song last year. They did not participate in 2023. In fact, they haven't participated in over 30 years in the Eurovision Song Contest. The last time they competed in the Eurovision Song Contest was 1993. So their first time was 1956. So I'm willing to bet that video we saw at the very beginning was from somewhere in that era. It might have been 56. It might have been anywhere in the 50s or the 60s. I'm not quite sure there. But then in 1993 was their last time. They took almost a 30-year lull and returned in 2024. Actually, yeah, 31-year lull, right? That's what that would be. 31 years. Return in 2024, and then now we've got 2025. So they're definitely back in full swing. Let's learn a little bit about Laura over here, and you don't have to go further than Eurovision.tv website. Laura Thorne is playing homage to a Luxembourg-ish great with her song La Poupée Monte les Sons at the Eurovision Song Contest 2025. She'll be heading to Basel to represent her country, and she is no puppet. So I think I was right. She was kind of playing like a puppet, like a ballerina doll almost, right? There. Music contest? Child's play. Luxembourg returned to the Eurovision Song Contest of 2024 after a long break for the 2025 and then treated Europe to the second edition of their national final, the Luxembourg Song Contest. The show came complete with Austria's Rise Like a Phoenix legend, Conchita Wurst as one of the hosts, who of course performed her iconic song. Luxembourg's 2024 artist Tali also returned to the Sing Fighter alongside with 2025 Luxembourg Song Contest artist. Before the show was out, an audience member had even made a marriage proposal to their partner. Aww. When it came to Laura's performance, she delivered a catchy pop song with a human doll themed and slick costume change. She was up against jazz, rock, and country songs, but Le Poupée monte le son, which means the doll turns up the sound, shone through. Yes. Sorry, I like it when I catch the meaning of what the song is. So, you know what? Having that language barrier and not knowing anything about the artist or the background or what they're saying because I don't speak French, but still getting the meaning of the song makes me so happy. So that means they did a phenomenal job delivering what the meaning of the song was. Rally of the Dolls. The contest in Basel will mark 60 years since France Gall's Poupée de Cirque. Oh, so that was it. Yes. The contest in Basel will mark 60 years since France's Gall's Poupée de Cire, Poupée de Son won Eurovision for Luxembourg, and it was a big moment, the first time a pop song had won. So I think now, at the very beginning of the video, that's exactly what that was, 60 years later. That's freaking awesome that they paid homage to that. See, that's what makes these videos fun. They're telling a story, and they freaking nailed the story on this one. Francis Gall's Poupée or Doll was lucky for Luxembourg when it won the contest in 1965, and 2 years later, Sandy Shaw had just as much success when she got the United Kingdom's first win with Puppet on a String. Dolls equals Eurovision's Lucky Charm. Apparently it is. So there she is. Now Laura is bringing the Poupée back into Eurovision, but with a new spin. Forget a perfect plastic doll and marionettes. Laura's version is about making her voice heard and not letting anyone pull her strings. She says, I was thrilled with the project. As soon as the authors presented it to me, I love playing with the irony and provocation that the song conveys. Taking the controls, Laura spends most of her days teaching at the Conservatoire de Musique in Esch-sur-Alzette in the south of Luxembourg. Her students might be let off their homework for a few weeks while she prepares for Eurovision. Luckily, she's got years of performance experience. A teacher, no less. Man, she is very successful at a very young age. Actually, I don't know how old she is. This young musician has a background in quite a few musical areas: classical dance, modern jazz dance, solfeggio, piano, cello, chamber music, choral conducting, pop singing. Laura's credentials certainly check out. 100% agree with you there. She once traveled to Chicago with her high school music class. On the way back, it was the pilot's very last flight, and so they burst into a performance of Coldplay's Viva La Vida. The video ended up on YouTube and has have over 2 million views. And another significant childhood moment, Laura wanted a pet so badly that when she was little, she captured a fly and tried to feed it. This perhaps is exactly what dolls were made for. Laura's looking forward to getting to Switzerland. She's so excited to meet people, walk the turquoise carpet and see some of the iconic Swiss sights. And most importantly, she can't wait to sing on such a huge stage. And I can't wait to see her sing on such a huge stage. It's going to be absolutely adorable. And again, Jesus, you all, this season is absolutely bonkers. I mean, you're not going to be able to get up from your seat because you're going to want to see every single performance that's going to be on the stinking show. And oh my God. Go to the bathroom early. Make sure you got your drinks and popcorn because you're going to be sitting there for hours. I mean, you're going to have to rush during those commercial breaks to, go relieve yourself before the next performance because I do not want to miss a thing. But everybody, what do you think about Laura? What do you think about the submission? What do you think her chances are? Do you love the song? Do you hate the song? Am I missing anything I know about her story? And I'll tell you what, I'll leave you a link to her story because there's actually more to it. And she's got a few stories on the Eurovision.tv website that explain herself. But I'm sure that's only scratching the surface, being that she's so musically inclined and a teacher and all the things and travels and sings. And oh my goodness, it goes on and on and on. But leave me those comments. What are the chances you think this one's going to make it to the finale? Actually, I do think it's going to make it to the finale, but how far we think this one's going to go? Is it your favorite, your least favorite, all those things there? But thank you so much, everybody, for checking that out. One more time, that was Laura Thorne and her song La Poppy Monte les Sons, Luxembourg submission to the Eurovision Song Contest 2025. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you want to be notified when more of this excitement comes out, might want to do those things for me, because I'm not done yet. We still got a few weeks to go before the live show. So enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Thank you so much for checking this out. And until next time, keep on rocking.